Welcome, folks, to your third stimulus check, third stimulus package update for March 3rd. Before we jump into this video here, if you haven't subscribed to my channel and you feel like you want to, please subscribe and ring the bell for future updates. If you find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it. All comments are welcome. Make sure you jump up and down and hit that like button. President Joe Biden has agreed to narrow eligibility for a new round of $1,400 stimulus payments in his $1.9 trillion coronavirus relief bill, under pressure from moderate Senate Democrats who push for more targeted spending in the bill. Under the new structure, the checks would phase out faster for those at higher income levels compared to the way the direct payments were structured in Biden's initial proposal and the version of the bill passed by the House on Saturday. The change comes as the Senate prepares to take an initial procedural vote to move forward on the bill as early as Wednesday, which they're supposed to do today. They're supposed to acknowledge it and accept it before they can even start negotiating it or voting on it. But as you can see, things are already starting to change. I'm sure they're going to change a little bit of this bill, including throwing out the $15 an hour minimum wage increase maybe. But we'll see how this goes. Hopefully they get it taken care of real quick so the American people can get some money. Biden and the Senate Democrat leaders are scrambling to keep their caucus united, since they cannot lose a single Democrat in the 50-50 Senate, with Republicans united against the legislation. If one Democrat doesn't agree to it and all Republicans disagree with it, it won't get passed till they get it straightened out. So we'll see how our fierce leaders get this done this week, hopefully, and then it could be off. If they change anything, it'll have to get approved again, I believe, from the House and then get sent over to Biden's desk to be signed. But we'll see how that goes this week. Under the plan passed by the House, individuals earning up to $75,000 per year and couples making up to $150,000 per year would qualify for the full $1,400 stimulus payments. That would be stimulus payments for, say, both couples would be $2,800, single would be $1,400, plus $1,400 per adult dependents and kids, which is good. The size of the payments then begin to scale down before zeroing out for individuals making $100,000 per year and couples making $200,000 per year. Under the changes agreed to by Biden and the Senate Democratic leadership, individuals earning $75,000 per year and couples earning $150,000 would still receive the full $1,400 per person benefit. However, the benefit would disappear for individuals earning more than $80,000 annually and couples earning more than $160,000. That means singles making between $80,000 and $100,000 and couples earning between $160,000 and $200,000 would be nearly excluded from the partial benefit under the revised structure Biden agreed to. That's one of the changes that's going on, folks. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki, I guess I said that right, hopefully, said Biden has always been open to a faster phase-out for higher-earning individuals, and he is comfortable with where the negotiations stand. Well, I'm hoping they could get this out pretty quick here. I know Biden promised if he was elected, he would get out a stimulus check immediately. Well, folks, some people have different opinions what immediately means. But it'd be nice to get this out here to the American people, and some American people are receiving income tax returns now. And some people in the state of California within the next 30 to 45 days will be receiving a $600 stimulus check from that state. So it could help out a lot of folks here if they get it going. But this $1,400 for dependents and couples and singles, $2,800 for couples and $1,400 for singles would really help out a lot of folks. Biden, he is comfortable and knows there will be tweaks on the margin, Psaki said at a White House press briefing Wednesday. What his firm viewpoint is that it needs to meet the scope of the challenge. It needs to meet the size he's proposed. It needs to have more components in order to have the impact on the American people. I believe just the stimulus is one of the main ones to get it going. Getting kids back to school and money for schools and all that, I understand that, but they need to get this stimulus out there to folks, in my opinion, and get things going. A lot of folks don't want to take the vaccine shot. I see the percentage is pretty low compared to the percentage of the population, but a lot of people have doubts on it, and some people don't, but we will see how that works out. Hopefully it'll work out good for folks that they don't get the coronavirus, but only time will tell. The stimulus checks are one element of the wide-range package that also includes $350 billion for state and local aid, $130 billion for schools, $160 billion for vaccinations, testing and other health care system support, an enhanced child tax credit, and other provisions including rental assistance and food assistance. All those sounds good, especially the checks and the food assistance and the vaccine stuff to get that going. As long as they slow down on sending all our money over to other countries, nothing toward other countries here, but take care of America first with America's dollars first. But then again, folks, as you know, that's just my opinion. Senator Jeanne Shaheen was among those who had called for changing the eligibility levels for the checks, telling reporters this week, "I think we could drop it below the $200,000 and still get households that really need it." Senate Democrats do not intend to adopt the suggested change to unemployment benefits, and they will stay at $400 per week. They said it's going from $300, and they're supposed to give $400 if they approve this by the middle of March. The unemployment benefits are currently set to expire March 14th. The Biden bill would extend them through August. Democrats are aiming for the final passage of the bill ahead of the March 14th deadline. That would be great news for a lot of Americans that are unemployed due to this pandemic. Whole lot of unemployed people in the state of California, folks. A lot of jobs are just not there. Then again, there's quite a few millions and millions of people in this big state. Almost 12 million fewer adults and 5 million fewer kids would get the stimulus payments under the new Biden Senate compromise, according to the preliminary estimates from the Institute of Taxation and Economic Policy. A left-leaning think tank, about 280 million Americans in total, 200 million adults, and 80 million kids would be eligible for the checks under the new structure. So if they get this new structure here agreed upon, this is what would be going on, folks. Well, folks, video's almost done here, but if you like this video at the end, please think about subscribing and ringing the bell for future updates. And if you liked it, please hit that thumbs up and share it. All comments are welcome. Senate Democratic officials had at one point considered dropping the full benefit for those making more than $50,000 per year, a change that they ultimately abandoned after a backlash by Senate Finance Chair Ron Wyden and Senate Budget Chair Mr. Bernie Sanders. The Senate, moderates were discussing further changes, and GOP senators were also preparing amendments aimed at further targeting the legislation, would have potential to peel off Democrat votes as the legislation moves through the Senate. We'll see how that goes today, if the Senate approves this or what they've changed. If I have to, I'll re-put up another video later on. If not, tomorrow morning here. But hopefully this Senate will get all this approved here and agree to it and get it moving on to the next phase. Once it all gets approved, that means it'd be mostly approved by House Democrats, mostly approved by Senate Democrats, and President being a Democrat, it should have no problem being signed by him. And then get that. We don't know how long it'll take before they get the checks out, but at least once we know it's all approved, folks, I have something else to look forward to. I know most people are just looking for the stimulus checks here and to be able to sometime get back to work. Again, folks, I want you to take care and thank you for watching. And if you have time to do what I asked, subscribing and liking and all that, I'd appreciate it. But take care, folks, and most of all, be safe.